One suitcase, one good shirt, and a pocket full of mail. I learned to read the weather by the bend in the corn. Then I traded that river road for a train in a dome. Taller buildings, harder eyes, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Ticker runs red, learn the game by the minute, with a pad and a thread. From soybean fields to big deals, I can read a room. Every rise, every fall feels like thunder in June. Taller buildings, harder rise, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Back home they still call me son, still say don't forget where the fields meet the sunset and the nights get wet. So I keep one foot in the past, one on the floor. Every win I bring back is for the folks I'm for. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Yeah, I'm still that boy today. From the dirt road to the trade. Boots in New York. Hey. I'm away from the porch, dust on my Chevy tail. One suitcase, one good shirt, and a pocket full of mail. I learned to read the weather by the bend in the corn. Then I traded that river road for a train in a dome. Taller buildings, harder eyes, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground. Then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Ticker runs red, learn the game by the minute, with a pad and a thread. From soybean fields to big deals, I can read a room. every fall feels like thunder in June. Taller buildings, hard to rise, cold cash, cold skies. I held my breath, I held my ground, then I heard that city sound. Boots in New York, heart still small town. I bet on my name and I never back down. From dirt roads to gold floors, I found my way. Boots in New York, I'm still that boy today. Back home they still call me son, still say don't forget where the fields meet the sunset and the nights get wet. So I keep one foot in the past, one on the floor. Every win I bring back is for the folks I'm for. Boots in New York.
Good afternoon. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the NVDA show. We're going to trade NVIDIA right before the earnings come out on both sides of the market. We're going to see if we can get the volatility going. Who is it? OddStats, actually. OddStats tweeted something really interesting. Let me take you there. If you guys don't follow OddStats, he's like an ex-legend. He's a guy who always likes to come up with crazy stock market statistics. He was gone from X for a very, very long time and came back, I think, just maybe last week. But he tweeted something interesting. He said that premium sellers have been winners 6 out of the past 7 earnings. Market is looking for about a 6.7% premium swing in NVIDIA. So that kind of tells me actually that maybe the market is underpricing the swing, that maybe there could be a much bigger volatility, which of course plays hopefully into our hands here as a trade. What we're going to do is we're going to trade. I'm going to set you guys up here. I have two 50,000 trade of it accounts that we're going to trade from two sides of the market. One, we're going to trade on the S&P, and the other we're going to trade with NQ, right? And I'm not going to trade anything else. Actually, I mean, I'm kind of tempted to scalp with you. Speaking, by the way, of scalping, so I left you guys in one of the accounts. So first of all, let me show you. All the accounts went green, right? I had a horrible morning with you guys. A couple of accounts went really, really red. This one was minus 550. And I told you I'm going to bring it back. And I did. I haven't brought it back all the way, but that's perfectly normal. And I brought it back. The most important thing that I kind of want to tell you is I brought it back grinding. Not like one big trade, lots and lots and lots and lots of little trades. Let me show you, actually. Let me show you how I brought it back. Let's go to trades. What account is this? Fuck, I forgot the account name. What's the account number? 61. Okay, 61. So let me show you. Look at the grind. Look at all the grinds I did. And lots of negatives too. The point is that you keep going, right? This is actually, we're going from this is the most recent. So this was just me grinding it out this afternoon. Just grinding, get the money back. And I got the money back. And it's just an example of how it doesn't matter how bad you do. If you trust the scalp process, if you just stay small, stay consistent, you can get a lot of it back. Nothing is lost unless you quit. And we'll see. We'll see if I can move this a little bit further post event. Well, I don't know if we're going to trade it. I'll definitely trade it with you guys during Asia today. But it's just an example of the fact that no matter how bad you get yourself into a hole, as long as you stay small to the size, refocus yourself on the setups. The setups are there. It just keeps going. You sure based on the dot? I'm not, right now it's a complete waste of time to trade because they're going to just churn it back and forth in front of the news. So we really don't have any trades till about 4:19. But what we're going to do is the following: we're going to trade S&P against Nasdaq, and I'm going to assume that NVIDIA beats. I'm going to assume it's going to be a positive beat on NVIDIA. So whichever, and Nasdaq is going to be the dominant side always. If I think the dominant side is a long, I'm going to go long Nasdaq. So my trade is going to be, as always, on a 50,000, right? We want to give ourselves, we have 2,000 down. Let me just see something. I just want to make sure I got the right sequence because now it's 2,000 against 3,000 up. So how many points down do I have? I have $80 a point. $25 points. If I go 360, how many points am I going to buy myself? I'm just trying to figure out how much space I want to give myself. 2,000 divided by 60, 33 points. I think I need to give myself 3 contracts on NQ, which means that in order for me to make 3,000, I got to go 50 points. I'm going to bet on that. It's going to be 50 points up, 33 points down. So the ratios today are going to be a little bit more conservative because unfortunately it's forcing me into a decision. I'm trading the no trail, no end of day trail. So that means I have the full 2,000 drawdown at my disposal. So this will be 3 NQs today at the take profit is going to have to be 240 ticks. It's going to be 242 ticks to get me to target. Basically 50.5 points. No TP. No stop. Sorry, no stop. That's going to be the spread on Nasdaq. And if we go 6 ES, and we need, it's $50, 6. It's 50 a point, so that's 300 a point. It's $10 a point. It's 10. So it should be 41 ticks. Maybe 42 ticks. 42 ticks on the S&P. No stop. Right? Double check my math, guys. 10 points. Each point is $50. 6 is 300. So 300 times 10 points is 3,000, right? The reason I don't do end of day is because end of day has a DLL, has a $1,000 DLL, and basically when they pull the prices down and pull it back up, you don't get a chance to participate because the DLL just keeps you out of the trade. So that's why it's impossible to do end of day accounts because they just, unless you like go straight up, the tiniest of the drawdown just basically stops you out of the account. So it's very hard to do it the other way. So that's the game plan. 3 NQs, 242 ticks. So we're actually gonna create these brackets over here, and we're gonna do NQ, and we're gonna add take profit only. What do we say? What did I say on this thing? It's going to be 242 ticks. 242 ticks. And we're going to call this 242 no stop. That's going to be the trade. We're going to save that as our NQ position. And then the ES position is going to be 42 ticks. Again, just take profit. We don't care about stop losses. 42 ticks, 42 no stop. So we're set up on both sides. We're going to go short S&P, long NASDAQ. 3. And I'm going to make sure I'm on the right account. So we're going to go, is it 21? Yeah, 21. These are 2 accounts I got, and we'll just see how they trade out in front of it. So we're going to go along this, maybe 418 in front of the event. And we're going to go short the S&P 6 in this ratio for the 42 take profit. Everybody clear on what we're doing here? Any questions? Anybody trade the FOMC minutes today? That was it definitely sounds like the Fed is getting more hawkish, but that was a really interesting rip and grip. I thought they would take it lower, but they brought it back up when they were never able to break the FOMC lows. The market is just really bullish on AI and really wants positive news. Now, if the news is positive, we may go 29.5, 29.6. Maybe if it's super bullish, we might go 30,000 by tomorrow, which will be insane. But like, it's not inconceivable for us to hit 30,000 if we get, positive news from NVIDIA and some sort of a quasi deal out of Iran. The market is going to see that as hugely bullish, and we will trade through 30,000, and then and then maybe after that come back down on it. But we'll have to see. Anybody super bullish into the end of the week? Let's do a little poll. Since we're hanging out, nobody's doing anything. Let's do a little poll. I am bullish, and I'm going to define that as NQ 30K plus, or bearish NQ 28K minus. All right. Vote, guys. Let me know what you guys think. I'm actually curious how the room is thinking about it. Astrologer is 30K. He's on a 30K express. He's on team 30. Who's on team 28? Who's on team 30? Oh, I really want to trade this. This is a nice little scalp over here. This is a nice little scalp. All right, you know what? Just a small position here. Let's do this on the close. On the close. What time do we have? We got like 15 minutes. Let's just do a little scalping. Six, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We got to hold it. All right, we're long. Maybe a little bit here. See if we can hold the trade here. Can't hold the lows. There's no trade. Nobody's bearish. Nobody's bearish. Look at you guys. Everybody's super bullish. Boom. All right. Well, we get that was a little clip. So much for that bullish move. Fine. Fine. See if anything sets up. I know I said I'm not going to trade, but you know, we got 15, 20 minutes. Might as well scalp a little bit. See if the market wants to pop it a little bit here. Second dot that makes a run. I'm going to wait to make sure that it holds and see if the second time is the charm. Michael says if he bets on 30, it's going to go to 28. That's the power of positive thinking, Michael. All right, let's see if it holds the bid here. All right, I'm in. Let's see if I can make the move here. Come on, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, run it, gun it, gun it. 71. 71. Nope. Wait, was this not a dot? Oh, it's not a dot. It died on me in the last second. I went for a trade. I thought it was a dot. See, I rushed my trade. It died in the last second. So this was not a dot. I got faked out. I'm going to eat this trade. I'm going to eat this trade. Second trade in a row meeting. All right, fine. Fine. I'm not going to trade anymore. Damn, that was a fake out the last second. Just took me out. All right, come on. Boom, I'm out. You know what? I'm going to reverse. I'm going to reverse on this because this is an ugly little move here. Eight minutes to the close. I get totally chopped in the closing minutes. All right, we're gonna leave this be. I'm not gonna screw around anymore. I'll come back tomorrow, try to work on this again. That was enough. That was enough screwing around. We got this trade died on me. This was a false trade, and the reversal didn't work. So it happens. We're going to leave this be. I'll come back again to this account. Now, the thing that I just want to explain to you is this is the reason why I don't copy trade. If I'm going to butcher an account, it'll be just one. The other ones are going to keep growing. And that's what I try and do. And then if I'm butchering this one account, I can always try to resuscitate it. So that way, no account, I don't kill all my accounts by copy trading them continuously. That's why I prefer to trade one at a time. It's not glamorous, but it's a lot more effective. Look at this reversal. Jesus Christ. Complete fake out on this short. So they took it down, and now they trying to front run it in front of the NVIDIA and see if they can paint the tape. Okay. The setup is going to be very simple. We're going to go long 3 NQs, maybe a minute before the NVIDIA earnings, which is supposed to come out at around 4:20, and short S&P, and see if we can survive the volatility and try to get one of these accounts funded, assuming we're going to get some volatility. Oh, now we're getting a buy order block. So a little bit of a bullish tilt. Market definitely positioning for positive news out of NVIDIA. So we'll see if it actually happens. I'm kind of betting on the fact that there's been so much spend on AI that they still have a chance to surprise to the upside. Especially because Claude has just been absolutely exploding. Like if you think Anthropic is just literally tenfolded its revenue over the last quarter. So it's 4:20 p.m. Yes, New York time. 4:20 p.m. Still very choppy. We are 5 minutes to the close. See if anybody has anything to say on NVIDIA, on X. That's funny. That's funny. Okay, NVDA. Let's see what people are talking about. I'm trying to see if this is one of those setups that we always really like. There was a buy block here earlier, so the sell into the buy block sell dot into the buy block is always like a pretty good, decent risk reward here. If you bought this 58, 70, yeah, you're like about a 10 up, 10 down. Pretty good, a pretty good flip. But there's no point in just doing any positions now because it's all going to be dealer related. It's just all going to be very, very herky jerky as everybody pre-positions for the event. Trying to see if there's anything interesting, but the NVIDIA thread is really boring. Let's see if the news. We have anything on the news? Zero hedge is always with a negative take on this, but that's fine. Six and a half percent move on options. Focus on data set of demand, margins, China risk, and Q guidance. Oh, look at this. We ran through the to the 29.4. Really, really strong moves here and ahead of the news. Yeah, you never read zero. You don't read zero hedge for opinion. You read them for news because they're usually very good on news. So the other thing that's really tough about NVIDIA is you never quite know the release date, but according to, where did I see the Whispers number? See, they're saying, if you do earnings Whispers, they're saying 4:20 p.m. So, and sometimes they actually wait longer, right? Like sometimes they wait like 10 minutes before we got stuck, at 4:20 and they didn't release it till 4:30. So it created like a whole bunch of ball. So what happens with West Coast companies? They think a time is just a suggestion. All right, I'm going to set up my my trades 320, 321, 322. So NQ is 321. ES will be 322. Change that to 6. Okay, so this is 6 on the ES, 3 on the NQs, 242, and then ES is going to be 42 no stop. So ES is 42 no stop, NQ is 242 no stop on 3. And let's see how it goes. See, lots of vol up, lots of vol down. That's why I didn't want to get in front of this until the numbers come in. Oh, look at this. Nobody's bearish. Nobody's bearish the market. Wow. Anybody else want to vote in the poll? No voting? Wow. No, poll is right here. Just you can poll. You can just type 1 or type 2. See, right on the right-hand side, it says 1 is bullish, 2 is bearish. You are. Yeah, so we start with $50,000 accounts, and right here, and the idea is if I hit the target, I'm funded. You know, I'm either get funded or I get stopped, and I have a $2,000 drawdown on both of these accounts. Some people are starting to vote bearish too. All right, where are we? What time is it? 4:04. About 10, 11 minutes before the numbers start to come out, or before we start taking position. Oh, look at this sinkhole at LaGuardia Airport. Where is this? If you know anything about LaGuardia Airport, you know that. Where's the? Oh, there's no pictures? Come on. No pictures. Oh, there it is. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, about 16, 19, right. I'm just, waiting. Markets have seem to have settled down a little bit for now. This is this is true. This is me. I went through the 87 crash. Uh, all right. How much time we have? 6:08. Nothing. We're just chilling out here. I genuinely don't have strong feelings, but I kind of feel like the bias is to the upside. Certainly, the market has been buying up all the way through. So unless we have a shockingly bad number, and if we do, hopefully the ES offset will work. We'll see. We're doing what's called the new straddle. We're going short S&P, long NASDAQ, hoping that one side or the other side hits, but favoring obviously the long side because NASDAQ is the more sensitive to the trade. Okay, we'll take the poll off now. $14.09. About 10 more minutes to the event, probably around 16:18. I'm going to try to lay down the positions. We really quieted down, so this is not a bad place to, like, if we stay quiet like this, it's perfect for us. But let's see. Lots. Look at the compression here. We went from basically a 60-point range to a 20-point range. I just had a good idea for an indicator aid to the dots thing. I think we could draw like last 10 candle range, like redraw them, like last 30 minutes of candles, each range 10 candles deep, and you could see volatility either expand or compress on the chart. So this would be like, this would be like a wide range, narrow range. You could just almost intuitively see volatility compress. It could be useful. It's not hard to do. I think I'm going to try and add that to the dots. I promised you I was going to try and weave in the order blocks right into the dots indicator. So I'm going to try and do that. So it'll be all attached. 16:12, 8 minutes to 8 minutes to the position. The other thing is it could just be in line, at which point it'll be very, very disappointing, and usually probably and most likely a sell-off at that point. So it could be a bust, but it's always worth a shot. Seven minutes to news release. What do you guys think about doing that though? Like a 10 period trailing range indicator on this. You color it, different colors, like the first 10 minutes, second 10 minutes, third 10 minutes. So you can see whether volatility is expanding or contracting, where the ranges are. Just kind of gives you a good visual clue. Not 3 minutes. I think it's, the report here, I'm basically going by Whisper, which says 420. So hopefully I will, hopefully we're not wrong. 313. Around 316. I'll probably put my position around 316. Let ourselves trade. So 321, 322. $321 M&Q. We're going to be long NAS, short S&P. All right, long NAS, go to 322, and go to the S&P, short S&P. You're going to watch these two accounts. We're long NASDAQ, short S&P. Short 6, making sure. And long 3 here, NASDAQ. Oh, big moves. We're starting to move. The shorts are starting to move, huh? Market really starting to get short. Interesting. There's a lot of, just basically a lot of vol. It started dropping. Does the news come out yet? I'm surprised. Do we have a news here? Is the short working? No, it's just a lot of pre-jitters here. What's going on here? All right, let's go to news. 417. Still got 3 minutes to go. Just a lot of vol. Market is just having lots of vol. $40.98. Wow, there's a 40-point drop on this thing. Wow. I mean, I can't believe I survived that 40-point drop. That's why I had the small amount of contracts. All right, let's see what it wants to do. Hopefully they come out with the numbers not much later than 420. Let's see. $419. Let's see if they actually release it at 420. All right, 1957. Let's see if they're going to release it now. They probably oh, what happened? Big dip, big dip, big dip, big dip. I guess negative news. My S&P here is the one that's working, but not really that hard. So I don't know. Let's see if we're going to make the S&P. Starting to come down, starting to come down, starting to come down. I need to see 3,000 here. Let's see if I can make 3,000. 52, 52. Let me go to my S&P here. 322. Nah, I was just trading 52. 52.7, 52. 52. Big moves, big moves. 52.9, 52. Come on, 53. Hit me with a 53. Calm down, calm down, calm down. Let's go. It was super close. Just came super close here to 52.9. But not really giving me the move here that I need. I need to see. Nah. There we go. Come on, 52, 52, 3, 52. There we go. And we're done. And we held, and we're done, and this account gets funded. So news was negative, I guess, or they didn't quite beat. Market dove, not a lot, but enough to make to make our time worthwhile. Managed to survive the pre-market dip and got done. Got done. Nice job, Karen. You got done. Who got done? Oh, Ben, you went 250K. That was a lot of. The larger the account, the worse the odds are. The worse the odds are because they're always skewed. Remember, the best accounts are actually the 25,000 accounts. But even those, they kind of skewed them up a little bit. Karen is done. Very nice. Very nice. Kira just passed 100K. Nice. Were those apexes, Kira? Yeah, because nobody else is going to give you single trade pass, right? So that, what's interesting is like there's two accounts here that are 53,000. This one was done the old-fashioned way. I earned it. I traded like 600 trades in this account to earn it back, and this one is just a single trade. So this is also, I think, this is the old one with a $2,500 drawdown. So it's actually good because this is a legacy one. I have a little bit more room on this one, but both of them are going to go live tomorrow morning, which will be good, and we can light them up as we go. My settings for this particular structure, and given how everything was done. So NVIDIA, okay, let's see. 87 versus 77 revs. This sees Q2 at 92. I mean, it's all good numbers, but I guess it was just all anticipated. I still think this is going to be, the market is going to ramp. Boost quarterly cash dividend, 25 cents a share, blah, blah, blah. Q2 revenue tops estimates. I mean, this is a sell-off, but not a, I don't think it's a bad sell-off. Like I want to be a buyer here if this turns. I'm actually, see, it's making a nice little V shape because the news is not really, really bad. But I don't have a setup here, so I'm not gonna degen. I would have degen bought it over here, but we were too busy working on the account. All right, there'll be plenty of trade to do. Yeah, I think it was priced in. I mean, it definitely was priced in, but I still think that as long as they guide positively, the market is going to react positively. I think we're going to retake all of this, and we may trade 29,400 in Asia. Like I would be bullish the setup in Asia. I'm gonna degen this just for shits and giggles. There we go. See a little degen to the upside, because the news is positive. The market just simply sold off on, not being super positive, but it's positive enough that I think we're actually going to retake and run through the 400. Especially if in the press conference they say, yeah, everybody's still buying the chips. Market's going to drive it higher. Again, we have like two pieces of news that could possibly drive the market to 30,000. The negotiation with Iran, which will press oil prices lower, and NVIDIA guiding higher. We'll see. But definitely possible that tomorrow could be a good day. We'll see. I did not have a stop loss on the NQ long. That's the whole point. We straddle. It's do or die. Like, let me show you. This is a burnt account. We went negative. This account is burnt. This account is funded. That's how you trade the news straddle. You don't get too cute. You win one, you lose one. Otherwise, there's no point in playing. So tomorrow, both of these accounts get lit up, which is good. Now we have like 3 trade evades which we can trade forward, which will be good because I can rotate through the trade evades and I can rotate through well charts, and we should have. And we're just going to basically trade regular accounts, just trade funded account. We're just going to grind it out, and move it towards targets. We're going to make money the old-fashioned way. We're going to earn it, my friends. We're not going to play games. news games. But it's fun to play news games. All right, I'm glad everybody got done. Whoever did the deals did well. And I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade for our friends at Ola. We're going to trade a little bit of gold, and I think lots of NAS tonight on the Ola accounts. So come join us then, and then tomorrow, as always. Tomorrow is what, Thursday? Yeah. So tomorrow's still 8 o'clock start. We're gonna Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is always 8 o'clock starts. So it should be a lot of fun. Okay, my friends, everybody good? Thumbs up. Markets closing up in about half an hour. We'll see what NVIDIA has their conference call 5 o'clock after futures are closed. So we'll see what they have to say then. Okay. Everybody enjoy. I see you guys in a little bit. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.